Oh, hi. Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're having a wonderful night, and I hope my audio is going through, but I didn't click the button. Now I'm clicking the button. Are we checking the audio? Hell yeah! Woo! So there may be some extra noise in the background. We are doing dishes. I'm not being paid to make this comment, but Quincy made the absolutely most bomb-ass Cajun Alfredo steak pasta I don't think I ever done eat this evening. So we're doing dishes after that. I don't think you can hear dishes being done. Hell yeah. Also, the vibes are so vibey tonight. I didn't even get dressed in comfy clothes. I'm still in my work clothes. All right, that's where we're at right now. But yes, I don't even have the camera set up for the Lego stream. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Now that I know there's Lego and brick building as well, we're doing the damn thing. Oh, I forgot oh no, my lights are on. Never mind. Also, I'm sorry I don't check Discord as much. It's been a week. It's been a week. Luckily, today we got some good news. There's two prospective situations that may arise in which I will like the people I will be working with. There's one situation where I would not. So, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. For my birthday? Thanks. But yes. I unfortunately totally vegged out last night. Or fortunately, one could also argue. Quincy and I had a little impromptu movie night. We watched the Hand That Rocks the Cradle remake on Hulu? That was pretty fucked. Never saw the original, don't know anything about the original, don't know how it compares to the original, but as a film nerd, it felt sturdy, it felt classic, and it felt good. I'm not gonna lie. Every setup had a payoff. Everything was like meticulously put together so that like there was a build. Tension built the whole time. I mean, there was a couple of points where I was just kind of like, okay, girl. But you know what? She did. She showed up to the party. She showed up to the function, and she gagged. There's a couple moments I was just like, ee. And yeah, when unfortunately I speak the language of film, so I kind of knew where the climax was going to occur before it occurred, which honestly didn't make it better. It made it worse, because I was like, oh, I know what's gonna happen. Oh fuck. And then, well, shit happens. But yeah, I'd recommend it. Again, no reference point for the original movie, so keep that in mind. I guess if you're a diehard lover of the original Hand That Rocks the Cradle, maybe you'll be like, what is this woke gay shit? But I like woke gay shit because I'm woke and gay, so there you go. It's what? It's woke and gay, heyo, you heard me. Woke and gay. So as also mentioned earlier this week, I actually have the next 4 days off from work, which is incredible. Happy birthday to me. I'm gonna take a little bit of time, take a little siesta. I'm gonna kick back, I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna do a little bit of reading. I'm gonna do a little bit of listening. We're just gonna vibe, and it will be wonderful. I'm gonna try and not sleep in though. That's the goal, because I feel like as soon as I sleep in on a vacation, I set a terrible precedent, and like the vacation just ends up with me sleeping until noon most every day, and I don't feel like I get anything done that I want to get done, like positively, not in the sense of like chores, but in the terms of like enjoying my life, you know what I mean? So here's hoping that I can achieve that. I do have a plan for for first time ever. I don't, which reminds me that I still would like to watch Alfred Hitchcock's The Rope. That is such an Alfred Hitchcock name for a movie. The Birds, The Rope, Vertigo, Psycho. I mean, I'll give it to him. He kind of, you know, it's, you know, he was the inventor of that. So, you know, you got to respect the GOAT. But yeah, I find his naming conventions, I don't know, it's kind of gay. I don't know if he meant it to be gay, but it's kind of gay. Let's be honest. I think it's kind of gay. I think Alfred Hitchcock movies are kind of gay. I mean, Psycho was certainly a little gay. Hi, Sharky. I hope you're having a wonderful night. I actually, so I wrote a really weird paper in college for, it was the philosophy of aesthetics class. I did about Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, and how it is the responsibility of the director and writer to establish a persona and ego in the movie, and how the first twist of the movie in which the established ego effectively dies, leaving one kind of like listless, and the need to reconstitute oneself in something. It was a long time ago, and it was a little, I think it was a little out there, but it was good. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm just twink. But either way, it was Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho was great. I like it. I liked it. I like that scene. It was very cool. It was very different. I tried to make a short film basically kind of around that idea, but I wrote it in a narrative film class, and I was told it was too experimental. And then COVID happened, and I never made a film in the class. Cute haircuts? Thank you. It's about two boyfriends and the murder they commit, like Scream. Oh, cute. Or maybe it's growing out. Unknown. It is growing out, but I kind of like it at its grown out length, as long as it doesn't get too long. But it's cute. It's cute. It's floppy. I like it a little floppy. I'll be honest. Oh my god, that's like literally how I waved. That's fun. That's a fun emote. Who's this cutie patootie? I am Kehipri. I don't know how to pronounce that street name. I'm bad at that. Okay. Legos. We're here. Just say it like Capri. Oh, that makes sense. Bamboo. Bamboo. Much like the pasta that Quincy made me, this bamboo is also a gift that I am going to enjoy this evening. He got this for me so fucking long ago. Y'all, I have such a Lego backlog. It is... Sorry, I had to belch. It is absolutely insane. It's insane. Obviously, chill midweek Lego streams, vibes, may eventually become multi-parters, because I do have larger Lego kits, but I assume they can't be done in the ideal 2 to 3 hour time space that I'm trying to commit. Obviously, since I don't work tomorrow, I can kind of stay up late. But again, as mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm trying to do my best to make sure I don't sleep in tomorrow. So we'll see how we do there. The food for the panda. The food for the panda. Also, so as also mentioned, I'm still in my work clothes. I just ate dinner. We're vibing. I don't have the camera even set up yet, so we're gonna set that up. But yeah, so here we are. You know, Wednesday's about the vibes. Wednesday's about the vibes. You know, I tried doing a little video gaming, but then I was like, you know what? We need to get back to basics. We need to do a little bit of a just chatting type beat, you know? Now, is it more beneficial for me to be on the just chatting section or the Legos and brick builders section? I don't really know, but we gonna find out. We gonna find out. Together, as a family. I'm driving this car, all right? Whoa! All right. Would you guys believe me if I said that I was the driver in the relationship and Quincy was the passenger princess? Would you believe me? Would you believe your eyes? If 10 million McDonald's fries ended up in your lap? Sorry, Quincy, it's okay. It's self-admitted, he knows it. He tried to drive halfway to Colorado once and got about an hour in and expected us to be halfway through Kansas. I know that that's a very regional thing, and I know that not very many people have driven through Kansas, but he didn't even hit the plains of Kansas. We were still in the mountains of Kansas, hills, foothills of Kansas, whatever. That was a rough realization for him. I inhaled my plate of food and I'm still hungry. This is different. I demand more sustenance. It's because you've been busting your ass doing DDR. You need high protein. You need to get your or whatever. I don't fucking know, man. Listen, I'm spindly, okay? I'm trying to eat protein to survive, not to, do anything crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, there's the Shake and Grow. There's the Shake and Grow that I know and love. Let us switch over to Droidy Cam. Hi, Diva. Hello. Are we gonna focus? I don't think we're focusing tonight. I don't think we're... Chat, you forgot your glasses. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh. What's going on in here? Put your readers on, chat. Come on. You know what? There you go. Good job. Welcome back. All right. Let's turn that down a little bit. Okay, I have my mic stretched to the length. Like, it is way over here. But I figured I need to have it kind of pulled over so you guys can actually see me do my work here. Damn. Also, I don't know if she gets much play, but I have my little fern down here. I don't show her enough on stream, so I'm gonna show her now. Look at her. Look at her. Isn't she cute? I actually am rewatching Free Red with Quincy currently, and there was one point he kind of like said to me as an aside, he's like, she's scary. Fern is scary. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. She is scary. I think that's how you're supposed to feel. Because she is. She's frightening. Honestly, truly. If you watch the movie, the show, and you're not like partially frightened of like Fern's menacing aura, I think you've missed the point of her character. Oh. Yes, my child. I'm coming. It's lap time. It's lap time. Oh my God, hi, Blue. Blue is sad. Blue is sat, just like our dear little Fred. I guess he's gonna help me tonight. So that's gonna be how we're gonna do this. He's gonna help! Although, hold on. Now, Fred, it does say 18 or older. I know you're 18 in dog years, but you're like... Actually, how old are you now, Fred? Do you know off the top of your head? I thought you said blues is sad? Oh, I can do it back. Sorry, Fred. Sorry, Fred. That was probably a lot. You're going through it. Sorry, bud. Sorry. Fred, these are for eating. I'm sad. Oh, I'm sad. No, I said blues is SAT. S-A-T. Standardized testing. Yes. Blues. Okay. How do we Lego? To love is to Lego, you know? Build it your way. With technology, no way. You can't fucking make me. All right, Pete. Juan. Oh. Doink. Also, don't pay attention to this section of my desk. It's very messy. Might be. Oh wait, hold on a minute. I realize it's corporate ever. Lapdog glasses not included. Yeah, true. Hi. I'm coworker ever tonight. How's everybody doing? Are we having a good night? So this is the photo I took of the food. So that is steak over protein penne with a caramelized onion Alfredo seasoned with Cajun seasoning and parm. And then that garlic bread gets it together. It's store-bought garlic bread, but it's like a true garlic bread. Like you just bake it in the bag. Fresh to go. Delicious. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Where's Chapel Roan these days? The Wordle today. I tell you what. I haven't done the Wordle in a shamefully long time, considering the fact I have a Discord bot for it. Should I do the Wordle? I mean, if I'm giving coworker, I need to do the Wordle, right? I haven't done it yet. Well, I give up. I can't find the piece I'm looking for. What do I do now? Ooh! Oh my god. Blues, how did you get that photo of me? Blues, how did you get that photo of me? Stop it, you. Every time I check your server, because it says there's a new post, and it was a bot saying someone did the Wordle. And even worse, it's not someone did the Wordle, it's giving you the placements of the Wordle from yesterday. Lithian! Oh, also, by the way, I believe we did get a new post in our little ever questionnaire from, if I'm not mistaken, a certain Blues. Oh my god, Blues' first post. Which, Blues, if you don't mind me reading it aloud on chat here. Wordle yesterday sucked. Did not do it, unfortunately. Because I'd love to respond to it live. I figured that I can respond to some of these live. You know, they're fun. They're fun little questions. So this reminds me I gotta do today's Pokiduku. Pokiduku is just fun to say. I might have been a kite when I sent that. Oh, okay. All right. I don't really have a favorite. Blue says, I don't really have a favorite board game. Always been terrible with money, so I hated Monopoly and Life. I hate Life too because of money. That's so funny. And I was pretty antisocial kid, but mostly kept to myself playing Pokemon Diamond on my 3DS. Like a sad mute blue dog without his Steve. Aww. I hope you find your Steve, Blues. That said, I do have a soft spot for Yahtzee. Yes. I don't actually know how to play it. Minor detail. Truly, I mean, just throw dice and let your Steve count for you. I mean, that's a good way to play Yahtzee. But I do remember my parents playing it all the time when I lived with them. The sound of the dice rattling in the cup and whipping it across the table really stuck with me. So pure sentimental reason values. I'm just gonna say Yahtzee. That's beautiful, Blues. No, honestly, I completely agree with you. I enjoyed playing Yahtzee as well. I remember distinctly my mom introducing to me at a family gathering because the family loved playing Yahtzee, and I, being a child, did not know what the fuck anything meant. Did not know how to push the dice one way or another. So it kind of became like, eventually it kind of consolidated and shunted down to I got to do the dexterity, where my mom would let me roll the dice because she was just like, you know, this boy's gonna love not only making noise but throwing dice, because there's something just inherently pleasurable about doing that action. And so I roll the dice, and then my mom would load the cup with what she wanted to be re-rolled, and then I do it again, and then, like, you know, it was kind of like a team effort. It was really cute. So I totally get it. Yahtzee is an amazing game. We love luck-based, pushing your luck type dice games. Honestly, I don't have very many dice games because I feel like it's hard to make a dice game like truly fun, and like Yahtzee really is just one of the greats. I mean, there's no beating it. But yeah, thank you for sharing, Blues. I do really appreciate it. I'm gonna give you a little heart. Boop. And if you too would like to answer these questions, you can hop on over to the !Discord. Ooh, spooky. And answer, I mean, honestly, any of the questions that we have in the ever questioning forum we have on the page. And I guess you may have a chance of me reading your answer on air on the Ever PM broadcast. No, it's supposed to be Ever AM, because PM is not a radio frequency. That would be FM, which does not stand for night because AM doesn't stand for morning. Whatever, either way, read and answered. I got you. We have 2 questions up currently, one for favorite board game and the other one for New Year's resolutions. Spooky, but in a good way. What? I don't know. Listen, it's a chill vibe. I've had my ass kicked this week. I didn't change into comfy clothes. I'm wearing work clothes, and this is as far as I've gotten on this fucking Lego set. It's fine. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Oh God, y'all. I tell you what, I am very thankful that I played my cards right and ended up getting some rollover vacation time going into this month. It was 3 days exactly. Technically, I was supposed to start my vacation today. However, I got suckered into moving it forward a day, but I'm still taking off that Monday, which ends up working out because that means I get to skip a Monday. Honestly, it's a win-win. But you stayed on schedule, and we appreciate your dedication to streaming. Thank you. I'm doing my very best. I've been, so yes, and with that as well, obviously with birthday and terrible work news and things like that. I'm trying to not let any of that slow me down, because you know the grind don't stop. The grind don't stop. And as long as I am coming on here and I am relaxing and chilling and chatting and having a good time, at the end of the day, that is all that matters. I am definitely one of those sensitive creative types. And believe you me, before I had the outlet of Twitch, if I was not making something, I felt like I was going crazy because I need an outlet. And you used the right category. I didn't even know this category existed. I didn't know until last stream where we rated out to
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Twink, quiet. Oh my god. What was his name? What was his name? Do you guys remember? Zippers! Yeah! It's such a cute name, honestly. It really is a cute name. Oh my god. Big screen. Okay, so I'd like to address the allegations. The allegations being that Heyo has entered the chat and has honestly just rocked my world with one of the scariest redemptions I've seen. Heyo Radio is at a whopping 40 stream streak. Oh, I didn't forget about it. It came back to me. It came back. So I owe you claps, so we're gonna do that real quick. So, Heyo, thank you for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Stream streak, huge. Thank you so much for keeping that up. I sincerely appreciate it. That was incredible. It would be more if Twitch counted properly. Well, if we know anything, Twitch can't count. And it sure doesn't know numbers. Okay. I like that y'all are joining in the clapping. This is cute. We like this. Heyo is to be celebrated. Heyo is to be celebrated here on this day. In addition to that, I realized I didn't light a candle. Oh, and I left my tea at work. Oh, I don't have any tea bags. I have black tea, and I'm not gonna make myself black tea. He said I wasn't gonna drink caffeine after work. Damn it. Well, that sucks. I do have one green tea that I can make. What's the pin? You're literally on vacation. Go play COD. I'm sure they'll teabag you. That's not the teabagging I'm looking for, Heyo. Treat yourself to a good night. You know what? You right. But also, I don't want to start off my vacation by staying up until 4 a.m. and be a zombie for my first day off. That's not my goal. The only tea bag I have available to me at this present moment is a lavender chamomile tea, and I wanted to like it, but for some reason I did not. I used to really love like drinking lavender things, but like it was not hitting. It was tasting just a little too soapy. But eventually I started to kind of come around to it where it started to taste really good. And I looked down, and in the tea bag, there was these little white round things, and they looked fuzzy. And I was like, oh my fucking God, I drank half this tea without looking at the tea bag. The tea bag has mold in it. I've been drinking moldy tea, moldy lavender chamomile tea. And the way I jumped out of bed, I threw my manga to the side and I said, and then the dogs were alarmed, but I had to go. Came out here, pulled the tea bag out. I was like, I didn't even look at this thing. What the fuck is wrong with me? And I threw it away. And then I looked down at my tea and I set it down and I went to go look at the tea bags. I looked at the tea bags. I started kind of like looking at them. I didn't see anything. I mean, they're dried leaves. They were in a Ziploc bag inside of a folded cardboard box, basically. And I was like, it doesn't look like there's mold on this, but there are these little yellow buds, I guess is the way to describe them, that look like they're kind of like if you'd see them in the wild, like maybe they had pollen or something. And like I thought about it and I was just like, holy shit, these are just flower buds. And when they got introduced to water, they basically expanded. So they got bigger. And when they expanded, they just turned white. And I was like, yeah. Om nom nom. Nipples? Whose? Also, did Frog not speak? Frog didn't speak. I didn't hear Frog speak. I don't think. Did VTS Pog not start? You better Pog Online Poggers. You better Pog Online Poggers. Come on.
POG Online Poggers.
Okay, POG. Yeah, you're not the cool Frog anymore. I get it. We don't have the same voice that we used to. Come here. Why are you hiding down there? Come on, Chad. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay, all right. Now I have to fix this because I have to fix this for Miles. Okay, where's TTS? Where's TTS? There we go.
Oh, nom nipples.
Beautiful. That's what we're looking for. I would cry, exclamation. Yep. No, those are all the same reactions I had. But after I threw it out, I did have the moment of realization where I was just like, was I really enjoying that tea, or was I drinking it because I didn't have chamomile at home anyway? And I was just trying to make chamomile happen, even though I didn't have chamomile. Unfortunately, every other tea I have is going to be fully caffeinated. I'm trying. But oh my god, thank you for asking what manga I was reading. Let me go grab it. I'll be right back. Oh, hi. Hello. I'm Ring. And this is the manga I'm reading. It looks like some absolute nerd shit, don't it? Look at that. It is called Demons of the Shadow Realm. It came at the recommendation of a YouTube video, as with most things do in my life. And it's apparently from the same author that penned Fullmetal Alchemist, which I really enjoyed. And I'm not gonna lie, I have enjoyed it. I do see the influence. I kind of see the style. But the initial twist of this manga has me so dazed and so confused, and I don't know how to reconcile it. And I'm just as bewildered as the main character. And honestly, that's wonderful. Really does force me to buy the second one to understand what the fuck is happening. And as you can see, I did some fucking damage. I did some goddamn damage. Also, in case we are curious, this is my bookmark. Yes, it is a ramen draft. I need not explain myself more. There you go. It's been good. I like it. I keep putting off. I have some like BL manga that I could be reading, but I keep putting it off for like shonen and like anime manga and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just needing action in my life. I need thrill, you know? Something about my boyfriend as a dog just ain't doing it, you know? But yeah. And we also did recently start watching the oh shit. Oh no. Stand out. The new what? The new sorry, I tabbed out and worked on Pokidoku. No, do what you gotta do. This is where we're at. This is the progress we've made in almost 40 minutes. Wow, okay. Whew, I'm yapping. My Hero Vigilantes. We started watching that just recently. And you know what? It is filling the hole in my heart that was left by the mainline series. I'm gonna be honest. I really did enjoy My Hero Macadamia. And it's cool to see an offshoot. Now, I will be completely honest, and I call it out to Quincy, and I'll call it out to all of you. It does feel like they're redoing your Gravity and Ichidori's story because it's Blue Boy, Pink Girl, except Pink Girl is blushing a lot more and is seemingly real interested in Blue Boy, as opposed to, I guess, how their story ended in the main storyline. You saved us, Adheo. I had the most bomb-ass macadamia nut brownie last night. Oh, fuck. I love macadamia nut. I love macadamia nut. I do. Although I don't think I've ever had a macadamia nut that isn't in the form of a cookie or brownie. Is that weird? I don't think that's weird, right? Okay. Progress. If you ever come down here, I'm taking y'all to the macadamia nut factory. What does that mean? Like, is that where they process the macadamia nuts? Must they be prepared for consumption in some way? Nut. Oh shit. I see. They have lots of samples. Going to the nut sample factory. I love that. Honestly, that does sound nice. We don't really have I mean, what do we produce? Livestock? I think corn? Yeah, we don't really have anything. Love tree nuts. You can also crack open your own macadamia nut. Huge. I honestly am not the biggest fan of food that requires labor, typically. You know, like peanuts where you have to crack open the shell and eat the peanut inside. I feel like it's not worth it. I feel, because like whenever I crack it open, I'm just like, I'm getting unseasoned peanut, and like it doesn't feel like it's worth it to me. Am I crazy? How about a banana? Well, that's a good point. A banana does require a certain amount of effort, I suppose. I have started eating bananas where you pinch its butthole. So you pitch the end and then it's easier to open up. Where you don't have to rip the stem. Or you don't grab the stem, you grab the... You know what? Whatever. You know what? Whatever. You know what? Whatever. I've actually never had crab or a lobster tail? I never had no lobster tail before. Nope, gosh darn it. Maybe stop. Maybe sometimes we should stop and think about what we're about to say before we say them. You're right. You're so right. Because my brain immediately was like, great. Glad that's recorded on the internet. Great job, Ever. Real proud of you, bud. So yeah. Peanuts ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Namely because I feel like the actual external portion of the peanut in a way tastes better than the peanut itself, the actual like nut of the peanut. But also the only flavor that you really get from it is like that, like, well, nutty flavor and then just salt. Like that's it. But like the inside of the peanut is like not salty as like the shell is. I'm pretty sure I had some kind of iron deficiency as a child because I loved just like... Stop talking. Oh my God. I stopped myself that time. I stopped myself. I'm going to say it this way. No, that doesn't work either. Having not aforementioned nut in my mouth. Oh my God. Okay, maybe we should just stop talking about peanuts. Okay, let's stop talking about peanuts because I don't know how to say any of this. Fuck. I love sucking on peanuts. That's it. That was easy. That wasn't that bad. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to contextualize that. But yes. Delicious. Maybe we should try adding the word legume to your lexicon. Wonderful. I love sucking on legume. There we go. Thank you. What about leche? Lychee. Leche. Oh my God. My Hispanic's showing. Sorry. I've never had a pistachio, and I've never had a lychee. I've never had neither. Never had neither of them. You see, my palate is cold-blooded Midwestern. All right, I don't wander out too far from the cornfields of Kansas to the wheat fields of Missouri. All right, that's about as far as I go. And I'll tell you, there's no lychee out here in these Missouri fields, in these Kansas plains. I'll tell you what there is though, beef. Lots and lots of beef. So much beef that if the wind catches just right, the entire city smells like cow shit. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that beautiful? I love living in the Midwest. It's so much fun. There's so many quirky little things. By this logic, you shouldn't have boba tea, but here we are. That's true. That's true. I like taro boba. Taro boba tea. Yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. It's the only potato that's sweet that I like. As we've already established, I do not like sweet potatoes, but I do like I like a taro potato. And maybe it's just because the sweetness of a taro potato is like earthy and vanilla. I don't know. It just makes more sense in my mind than like a yam or a sweet potato, which I think is gross, personally. I think it's yucky. Maybe what? Now what is occurring here? Oh, I'm forgetting a piece. That would make sense. That would make sense. Do you like ube? Yeah. Wait. I'm learning something. Ube and taro aren't the same thing, are they? I'm learning something right now. I like ube. I've had ube lattes before. I really like ube. Ube is very yummy. What is taro? What is taro? I thought, is taro also a sweet potato? Am I crazy? Do I have two sweet potatoes I like? Is a root vegetable. What? What? Starchy root vegetables, vibrant purple, vanilla-like, ideal for desserts. Ube is deep purple and sweet. Taro is pale and earthy. Ube is used for sweets. Taro is used for sweets and savory dishes. I like two sweet potatoes? Whoa. Okay. All right. I like taro boba and I like ube lattes. I've also had ube ice cream. Ube ice cream is really good too. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, nice. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I like learning things about myself. Well, there we go. I think my brain somehow flattened the two into the same thing, even though I've definitely ordered ube lattes and taro bobas, which two completely different words. But my brain said purple yam. There's only one purple yam. I just contextually, I refer to it in different ways. Oh yeah? Do you know your own blood type? O negative. I do. But I can't donate blood. I'm not proud of it, but you know, here we are. Don't worry, I also smooshed the two together. Yeah, I mean, I've only within the past year or two learned about ube and taro. Thank you, Blue. Throw the flag up. Throw the flag up. Let them know. What do I need now? Is it a 4? No, it's a 6. This one? Yes. Yes. I should just... We're back to mass producing. I love telling people I can't donate blood. Yakisoba? Yakisoba? Yeah, I love telling people I can't donate blood either. It's honestly great because it's just like, it's a moment where like you get to sit down and be like, hey, listen, I know you're over there and you're like, love one. And then I get to be like, love may have won, but did the individual truly win? Yeah, I'm a baguette. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, nobody's running through the streets to, you know, increase the amount of blood donations, I guess, the American Red Cross gets. Even though I feel like they're always like in a blood shortage. I don't know. So I guess if you have remained celibate, because I don't think there's a single straight person in my chat, for more than a year, go donate blood, donate plasma, even better, go make money. You got this. I wonder if by the same extension, gay men can't donate like sperm. I've never thought about that. My blood is full of VCR cleaner and sarcasm. Slay. The blood shortage is a lie fabricated by Big Vampire. Oh my god. Oh my god. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Get up there. OMG, Team Vampire, hands up. Hands up. I mean, listen, you know what? I'm Team Werewolf all the way. Do with that information what you will. If you want to go and get the team captain of Team Vampire, you're gonna have to get Moog on stream. I'm gonna be honest. Although to be fair, I feel like Crow also would be Team Vampire. I don't think Crow would like a broody boy, but to be fair, I guess Mo probably doesn't like a broody boy either. Mo likes the vampires that are scrungly or like dangerous, which is the reason why I worry about her. If your choice is either dangerous vampire or scrungly vampire, I mean, listen, it's poisoned or shot at that point. Define scrungly. Team hashtag Scott from Monster Prom. Heyo, I see you. I feel you. I understand you. I know what you are. Because I am you. Define scrungly. Like if Junkrat had a vampire skin. That's what I mean by scrungly. I'm sorry. Is scrungly not used in your daily vernacular? Is that just an ever thing? Understood. Scrungly. What is going on here? Okay. I'm locked in. Chat, I'm flowing. It's happening. Unfortunately, I don't think if anyone's going to get a Junkrat skin, I don't think it's going to be... if anyone's going to get a vampire skin, it's not going to be Junkrat. I mean, Reaper already has a vampire skin, if we're being honest. Even Google struggles to give me a solid definition. Good. You're welcome. That's why you come here. You come here for my words. My terrible, terrible words. Last stream was not a Cuzzy stream. This is a Cuzzy stream, just in case anyone was curious. I know I didn't give a Cuzzy disclaimer at the beginning of stream, but it is Cuzzy this time. We're getting Cuzzy. I do feel like I should light a candle. That would be nice. Nice little ambiance. The originals show sold me on vampires. That is the prequel to Vampire Diaries, right? Scuzzy. That seems like a word. What does this mean? Correct. Wait. Scuzzy is a word? Or the originals is the prequel to Vampire Diaries? I never got into Vampire Diaries, honestly. I've heard it was because I don't think it's continuing. V-gay. And I am saddened that I did not watch this V-gay show. However, the first gay show I really watched, because you have heard of it, was I was a Teen Wolf girly. I did not partake in Teen Wolf either. Was fucking Sense8. And I imagine you guys had a similar experience watching Teen Wolf and Vampire Diaries that I did during the wedding scene in Sense8, if you know what I'm talking about. Because did my young self watch the show and never watch Sense8? Okay, all right. Well, it's very good. It's a very good show. I really liked it. It's very gay. If you're going to watch it, I'd say watch it. Watch all of it. Get to the wedding scene and know what I mean. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and you don't necessarily want to watch something made by the Wachowskis, who made The Matrix, again, it doesn't necessarily have a conclusive ending because Netflix pulled the plug on it. Then you can just watch the wedding scene. That's all you need to do. But there's a lot of lead up to it, and honestly, it's not even a gay scene. There's actual like gay scenes in there, obviously, but it was more so just an appreciation of the male figure that I was not necessarily anticipating, which can only be described as it was for the girls and the gays, because it did happen at a wedding. but again, contextually, it will make zero sense if you don't watch the show. So again, do with that what you will. But Lord Christ in heaven, to briefly describe the show, I suppose, if you've never seen Sense8, it's basically like this kind of metaphysical angel on Earth ends up getting killed by this angel hunter in some way, shape, or form. Don't remember the exact details. And then she reaches out to 8 souls on Earth and then brings them together in kind of this collective consciousness where they can all speak to each other, share senses, and ultimately share their own unique talents with one another. So they kind of become super tier heroes because they become a collective effectively. And that leads to very interesting things, because whenever one's having a sensation somewhere, the other one's having the sensation too. So there's comedic moments where that happens, and then there's very hot, steamy moments where that happens, and everybody's having a hot, steamy moment, so everybody's happy. And by that, I mean, all sexualities. It's a very good show. It's a very good show. Again, very gay, made by the Wachowskis. So you know, it's like it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good TV. I liked it. I haven't watched it again, but you know, it was part of my development. I won't lie. So I guess sound off. If you end up picking up an old Netflix TV show that's just gonna break your heart because it doesn't really get a conclusive end. Ooh. Hamburger. It's happened to me with shows that aren't on Netflix. Like, though I understand your frustration. Yeah, there's nothing worse. And honestly, like, I think I was just very much like very Netflix oriented, in which that was just the streaming service that my parents paid for, and therefore it's what I consumed. But there's nothing worse than just having a show that you really love get its plug pulled before it really kind of, you know. My first thought is Pushing Daisies. I'll never forgive. Oh no. See, and that's the thing too. It's hard to recommend those shows because you're just like, yeah, if you really like it, like, that's great, but going with the understanding by the end of it you're going to be upset, not because of like the show upsetting you because of the content, but rather just like you're going to want more and there's not. Now I guess best case scenario, you don't like the show that I recommend you, and then you're just kind of like, well, that was an evening of my life I've dedicated to something that I don't have to ever think about again, or wonder about, you know. It's good, it just doesn't have a real ending. I guess I've just been burned by Netflix more than once. The other show is The OA, which is also a Netflix show. Season 1 got my ass together. Season 2 was good but weird, and they were expanding this really interesting conceptual metaphysical universe. And then the show just didn't get renewed for a third season, so we don't really know what happens after that. So I mean, low-key, you could watch season 1, not watch season 2, and just let it be there. Just let it lie. Because I feel like it sits there pretty good on its own. I know that there was plans for a season 2, so it's not like they forced themselves to make it, but it is just kind of like just a bummer to, again, not really know where we were leading to, just know kind of the general direction it was following. I think we're actually making progress. Holy shit. Huge. Okay. I'm kind of skipping around, I realize. Oopsies. Okay, so coin, balls. Oh. All right. And then we make more of these little edge things, I guess. I don't think anyone will relate, but this is the part of why I loved Marvel Zombies up until the end of the last episode. So okay, I don't think I will relate. I don't think anyone will relate. But this is part of why I loved Marvel Zombies up until the last episode. So are you saying that you wished it stayed as it was a cliffhanger? Yep, cliffhanger ending. And I'm like, they gave you one season. You knew you were only doing one season. There's no guarantee for season 2. Why did you do this? This is true. Because the end of Marvel Zombies felt like cash cushioning. basically. Narrative cash cushioning, where it's just like, we don't know how big this is gonna be. If it's really big, now we have a reason to stretch this out. If it just isn't, then we don't have to keep going, but it's only like 5 seconds at the end of the show. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of Marvel products do the cash padding, where they're just like, well, do you want to see more? And then I kind of was like, eh. Like, cool, you didn't have to wrap up anything. It's true. It's true. No, I do agree with you. I think the ending should have been the ending, and it didn't need to do what it did. I realize I'm keeping very vague because I'm not spoiling it, but I would agree with you. Damn, we're not even halfway. Oh my goodness. I realize Quincy and I haven't gone to the movies in a minute. Like the actual theater. The theater. What are we seeing? Oh, we're gonna go see Bone Temple on Sunday. Planning on going tomorrow. What are you gonna watch? You're gonna watch the Scary Monkey movie for Bone Temple? Oh my god. Okay, cool. No spoilies, but you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm going on Sunday. I'm very excited. I really enjoyed the last movie. I didn't necessarily enjoy 28 months later. Oh no, I didn't enjoy 28 weeks later. No. Wait, 28 weeks later, 28 months later, 28 years later. I didn't really fuck with months. I didn't really like it. It was a bit too much. But it was a movie of the era, and I think that was the problem. Is that fair? Is that a fair critique of that movie? I feel like it was a little too much like, whoa, ha, wah. And I was just like, okay, and it's just like hyper violence, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I get it. This is we're doing prank shows on TV, we're doing reality television, like we're in MTV era. Yeah, no, I get you. I want to see The Housemaids. Love Colleen Hoover. I didn't realize Colleen Hoover wrote The Housemaids. I didn't. The Housemaid. Quincy is interested. Oh my goodness. Hype Vamp 37. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Months is like what people thought years would be, and years turned out to be like an elevated days. Yeah, okay, cool. That's okay, that explains it all. So then that means I probably would like 28 days later, because I didn't really fuck with 28 weeks later. Like, I watched that movie in preparation to be like, okay, I have to know what I'm getting into, and through the trailers I kind of pieced together that it's not necessarily going to be the same kind of speed, pace, all of that. I think there'd be moments, but like it definitely seemed a little bit more narratively mature, if you will, than 28 weeks later, which felt very much like a heightened focus on the sheer horror of the sheer, like, I mean, there are horrific scenes, but it's not really like, I don't know, it is psychologically terrifying, I suppose, but not like in the same way that I guess 28 years later was. Wait, she didn't. My bad. Oh, okay. All right. That's all right. That was Frida McFadden. Oh, okay. Confusing my auteurs. I was gonna say, what? Hello. Interesting. You're welcome. How are you? Hello to the community. I'm doing research to find Marty McFly's Gibson ES 345 cherry red guitar so they can put it in the museum. I don't know what any of that means, but good luck. I do. Yeah, good luck. There's no guitar playing that occurs on the stream. Disinfortunadamente. Days, weeks, years. Years, weeks, days. Hours, minutes, time. Marty McFly. Yeah, I recognize the name. Well, yes. I'm doing research to find Marty McFly's Gibson ES 345 cherry red guitar so they can put it in the museum. I actually have never seen Back to the Future, so that's probably telling. I have a film degree, but I haven't seen any movies. It's a running joke in our community, unfortunately. I was too busy watching stupid artsy French films. You know it's a good string whenever I bring up going to college twice. Oh, fuck me. I'm also a Lego builder? Oh, hell yeah. What do you like building? Or I guess, what's your most recent build? I recently found out that there's actually a category for this. I for the longest time was just doing it and just chatting. Let's see. Is that how you found us? Oh, not right. Cars, and they recently did a crocodile locomotive. Crocodile locomotive. Crocodile locomotive conjures an idea in my brain that I don't think that's what that is. But my brain immediately went to a crocodile that's a train. And I really hope it's a train that's a crocodile. It's a train Lego set? You know what? I still fuck with trains. And even if it's not an actual crocodile, you know what? That's still fucking cool. I really do like trains though. Unfortunately, I tried to share my love for Amtrak with Quincy, and our train was delayed by 19 hours. So we were trapped in downtown KC waiting for a train for pretty much an entire day. We planned like the 8 hours, it was gonna be fine, and then when we spent more than 8 hours waiting around for a train, it started to really hurt because the 8-hour train ride to Chicago is pretty much the same as the 8-hour drive to Chicago, except as I've already mentioned tonight, I wouldn't have to do as much driving since of course Quincy is my dear passenger princess. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sad it's not a train-shaped crocodile, but it's still very neat. It's a German train that was electric. Oh, I assume early model of electric trains type beat. There has to be something significant about it. But neato, hell yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Ah, did you hear the news? It's Susanette McHuckle. Huck, she's on the loose. Okay, don't worry. I'm keeping an eye out. If I have any updates, I'll let you know, Seahorse. But in the meantime, I hope you can stick around and chill with us while we make this lovely bamboo plant. I heard that it's Susanette's favorite, and perhaps she'll come and nibble it. What does bamboo taste like? Do you think bamboo tastes good? I've had bamboo shoots. I know what bamboo tastes like. It doesn't taste good, but Susanette likes it. Pandas love bamboo. This is true. This is true. And now I'm playing a new game I bought for my Switch 2. What game did you buy, Hype? Lay it on me. I love a good wreck. I unfortunately do not have a Switch 2, but if it's capable, you know. The Crocodile Train Lego is over 20.5 feet long. Farming Simulator Signature Edition. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I feel like low key, there's a...
Let's try again.
Stop. What did I misread? Oh my God, I'm trying to... Okay. The Crocodile Train Lego is over 20.5 inches long. Thank you. Listen, I read it feet instead of inches. It's not that bad, right? 20 feet is actually no. Oh my god. I could really fuck with some of those simulator games. I don't necessarily know if I could do farming simulators, but I have been very interested in trucking simulator games because, oh my God, I'm really airing out the family tea here. So there's a belief and an understanding between Quincy and I that the reason why I am the driver in the relationship is due to the fact that my father, get ready for some Ever lore, is a long haul trucker. And he drives his truck, well, back in his prime, used to drive his truck for like 16 hours daily. And it was, pretty committed to the business. And due to the fact, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could. Because there was a period of time as well that I too, not a long haul trucker delivery, but rather a delivery driver for a floral service, in which I drove for 40 hours a week, delivering flowers. And you know what? It was kind of therapeutic. Now, that being said, obviously I would be listening to podcasts, YouTube videos, video essays, things like this to kind of entertain myself. So instead, obviously doing those things while driving a truck simulator, I would just be chatting. But then again, maybe career change. What if Ever takes it to the road? Guys, what if I just become a truck driver? Would you guys watch Ever the Twink Truck Driver? Would we do that? I know right now, obviously, it's Ever business. It's coworker Ever night, obviously, because I didn't take off my fucking work clothes. But do you guys think I could operate a 16-wheeler? Be honest. I need to know. Sorry, I went on a tangent. The Animal Crossing update came out today and I'm so excited for it, but way too fatigued to play it. Oh my God, it came out today? You can play it on the Switch 1 too, right? So I should check it out. Read, fall, nice, tell set it is, feet versus inches, very large difference, literally different measurements. When is the truck simulator stream? Am I playing Bus Simulator 2024 on my Switch 2? Hell yeah. I didn't even know they had a bus simulator. But picking up cargo versus picking up people, interesting. I don't know which one I'd be better at. I think it would be the start of transitioning from Twink for sure. Transitioning away from Twink, true. You look spiffy. Thank you, Seahorse. Then you can put on a trucker hat and drive to Morgan Wallen. No, I wouldn't do that. Is that why everyone's playing Animal Crossing New Horizons tonight? I believe so. If it came out today, then 100%. 100%. I work for Jen Moore Florist and I drive a yellow florist van. Oh my God, you're a florist delivery driver? Listen, that, I'm not gonna lie, being a delivery driver for a flower shop is arguably like, it is a wonderful experience. Cause I mean, there's delivering food, and then there's delivering packages and gifts. But then on top of all of that, the most goated thing to deliver, in my personal opinion, is flowers. Because honestly, flowers, balloons, chocolates, stuffed animals, that's what you're delivering to people's doorsteps. And 9 times out of 10, when they see you, they smile. I also love it because company discount. Oh my God, yes, company discount. I was a floral delivery driver for a period of time, who then transitioned into being a floral clerk, then part-time designer, and then full designer, to which then I actually worked at a distro center mass producing floral arrangements. So best believe you me, those glorious days of having a discount on flowers were incredible. Actually, that was back when I was doing more of my floral designing streams than I do nowadays, because obviously flowers ain't cheap, baby. But like, back to the subject of delivering flowers. Delivering flowers is amazing. I mean, like, again, whenever you show up and you know it's a dozen roses, you get to show up, you get to give them the flowers, you say, I hope you have a wonderful day, here are your flowers, and they look at you and they smile. The only time it's bad is sometimes the florist, if they're the real ones, they'll let you know that these are apology flowers. Sometimes the apology is cute, sometimes the apology is not cute. The not cute ones, you'll kind of get the vibe. The cute ones, the way that like the face tries to stay straight but then starts to smile, it melts your heart. It makes you believe in love. Like, it's crazy. And then even I think the worst parts obviously are like delivering to funerals, peace lilies, like large funeral arrangements, things like that do obviously kind of burden the heart. Sometimes you happen to see the deceased the flowers are going to. However, obviously you're still bringing flowers in remembrance of someone. And I always kind of attributed that to being like, I don't know who this person is, but I want to make sure that this person is remembered by delivering these flowers to the grieving family, and kind of take part in it in my own way. But right now I'm eating rose-shaped dark chocolates I got from work today that retail for $30 and I got 50% off. Oh, I'm jealous. Chocolate covered strawberries that sustained me through the holidays, which this is amazing. Honestly, I adore having a fellow floral delivery driver in chat, because you are saying everything that is making me smile, because I've taken a year away from doing any floral designing as my mainline work, so you know it's kind of been back of mind. But thank you for bringing this to the forefront, and obviously bringing it to the forefront on January 14th. You're gearing up. Hype, I will try to keep you in my thoughts for this coming Valentine's season. Obviously the craziest time to be a floral delivery driver. I know that when I was working with flowers, we had to assemble basically a ragtag group of delivery drivers. We had like 5 of them, who were dedicated to specific zip codes and were delivering pretty much dawn to dusk by everybody's fucking flowers. Absolutely crazy. You almost convinced me to become a floral delivery driver. It honestly, if it can be a really good experience, but I'm not going to say it's all roses, because obviously delivering flowers, you have to be cognizant of certain things. Like you have, I mean, you know, yeah. If it's good. It's a really good job. It's a really good gig. I think delivery drivers deserve to be treated just as well as everyone else. Sometimes delivery drivers aren't necessarily, they're just kind of the means to the end of the flower shop. And I think if that's the vibe they give, I don't think that they're truly recognizing the fact that the delivery driver at the end of the day is the face of the flower shop. The florist is not there to deliver the flowers 9 times out of 10 because they're making the arrangements. The person who delivers the flowers is the one who's going to be the one they remember giving the flowers at the end of the day. And because of that, number one, that they really appreciated me because I always kind of found a way to kind of heighten the concept of delivery driving. But we also had this delivery driver who actually took over for her deceased husband. He was a floral delivery driver for the flower shop I worked at before I got there for, I believe, 10 years. And when he passed, she actually volunteered to take on his job because she knew how much it meant to him to make people smile and wanted to carry that on. And like, it's just one of those things where you don't really think about it, but like, I mean, again, flowers is kind of a gesture ultimately, are obviously they don't make a lot of sense, which I think is what makes it's so easy to add kind of a meaning and depth behind it, because it is a beautiful thing to share flowers with someone, and to be the one who is bringing flowers to everyone. It was a really good gig, and it really did, like, I don't know, it meant a lot to me when I had the job. Of course, I wanted nothing more than to actually become the person making the flowers, because as I said earlier in stream, like, as a creative type, I have to be doing something. Delivering flowers wasn't necessarily scratching that creative itch I had. I had aspirations of being a florist, doing weddings, doing huge funeral pieces and things like that. But if I could get this fucking office wage for a floral delivery driving, I would definitely consider going back, for sure, 100%. Can't be all roses. Some of them are carnations or chrysanthemums. And today I see my favorite Volkswagen Beetle bug that looked like a Pikachu, the Pokemon, and legit, it's the best car ever I've seen in my life. And the horn said Pika Pika, just like Pikachu. That's incredible. Actually, I haven't seen like a Volkswagen Beetle. Hype, you'll learn that I can't fucking talk. I haven't seen a Beetle in like years, because I think they discontinued making the Beetle, if I'm not mistaken. So it feels like the concentration of Beetle has truly been depleting. But I don't know. Also, I don't know. People don't really drive Beetles, I guess, around Missouri and Kansas, if only due to the fact that, you know, I guess we're not really the type MO that I guess would be rocking a Volkswagen Beetle. Is it legit a real thing in my state? Hell yeah. Also, a yellow or a Pikachu Beetle that says Pika Pika when it honks. I feel like I have a concept in my head of how that Pika Pika sounds, and I don't know how I would emotionally react if I hesitate for 0.75 seconds at a red to green light if the yellow, I assume yellow, Volkswagen Beetle behind me goes Pika Pika. Because I think instead of making me be like, oh Christ, what an asshole, oh whatever, and then just start driving begrudgingly, I honestly think it may brick me for an additional 0.75 seconds of recognition to understand, number one, what just happened, number two, who did it, number three, why they did it, number four, oh, I'm at a green light, I need to drive, you know? Am I crazy? Is that... I feel like I really have to go through a checklist in my brain to really register what the fuck be commit. I love Missouri. At least St. Louis. It's the only Missourian place I've ever been. If you've been to St. Louis, I'd always advise going to KC. KC is kind of the city I grew up in. I grew up in the suburbs of Kansas City, but it's really cute. I mean, it's up and coming. I wouldn't call it a second city. It is by no means a second city. It's a third city for sure. But it's cute. It's cute. There's things to do. There's lots to eat. If you're looking for anything gay, it's here, but it's definitely not comparable to, like, I don't know, the like gay districts you'd find in other places like Chicago with Boys Town and all of that. There is kind of a gay strip, but it's not really like a cohesive community. So much of it is just a handful of bars that are okay. Same ever. I really want to go to Kansas for the Seguin County Zoo. I have never heard of that. Sparkle. Yes, let's look at this. Let's look at this Pikachu beetle. All right, get out of the way, Ube Taro. I feel like I just said a Jujutsu Kaisen character. Delaware beetle Pikachu. Delaware Battle Pikachu likely refers to a fan-made concepts for a Pokemon region they based on Delaware. Okay, Google AI is having a psychotic break. Delaware. Oh, I actually need both hands. Oh wait, that's cute as hell. Okay, hold on a minute. This is cute. This is adorable. I love the black around the eyes and then the red cheeks and also the two fins on either side. This is adorable. Now find a video of it honking. You right. Chat, is this real?
Pokemon created these cars originally to have at promo events, where kids played Pokemon games out of the trunk. After these IRL events, they were given away as grand prizes and contests. Have you ever seen one in person? This is a real licensed Pikachu.
Okay, well that doesn't... Yeah, that just tells me they exist. Well, that's not what we're talking about here. I'm not talking about these. It provided some context. It did. So they're the contested winners of a sweepstakes for Volkswagen Beetles that were offered after they decommissioned them as promo vehicles for children to play video games out of the back of. Yes. I think I got it. I got this. So Legos. Who needs them? Who has them? Who wants them? Oh, goodness. But yes. But yes. You know, I gotta say, the only Lego set I've assembled in my adult years was the Fortnite Battle Bus. Hell yeah, brother! That's sick! We love the Fortnite Battle Bus. We love the Fortnite Battle Bus. You know, the only man who successfully made me play Fortnite was Quincy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't play Fortnite. I played Fortnite Lego. My husband did the Hocus Pocus house. Okay, that house is very cool. That house is very, very cool. I know not much about the details of said battle bus, as I haven't really picked it up and inspected it, but I was like, oh, Gaggy, and then I picked up and looked at the Hocus Pocus. You know what? Hey, yo, next time I see the battle bus, I'm gonna pick it up, I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna see the little details. I'm gonna take it in. You know, I have to be intellectually curious. It's how you stay interesting as a streamer. Ooh. It's funny that you should mention that. Please do share. Tell me more. What do you got for me? Because I'm realizing I have no idea how to basically yap to myself again, Lamau, and it comes so naturally to you. Oh, well, thank you, Heyo. Yeah, I don't entirely know either. I don't know. I don't really know how to advise on that. I guess it's better that I kind of like try and figure out how I do it myself, and then I could better advise. But I think it's mostly just me just talking about just shit, man. Just talk about shit. Whatever comes to my mind that I can somewhat vamp on for at least like maybe 2 minutes. That's the thing too. I don't necessarily think I'm that good at small talk either. You'd think that maybe I would be, but I'm not one to necessarily start small talk, I guess. I'm kind of a wallflower, if I'm being honest. I don't necessarily like throwing myself out there, but like if somebody engages with me, I'll yap, and then if they out yap me, I'll listen. I think that's one thing that is nice, is that, you know, I sometimes it's nice to have friends that are just very passionate about something, and you just get to sit there and be like, tell me more. What do you got? It's always fun to hear somebody just be passionate about something that they're interested in. Because at the end of the day, like that's a good way to learn something. Like, for example, I guess if you were making small talk with me and I was just yapping about things that were happening, and I transitioned from moldy tea to all of a sudden now I'm making a recommendation about a manga I'm reading, all of a sudden now you have a manga that you can consider, am I interested in looking more into this or not? You know? Or you'll be aware that now lavender tea is kind of gross and tastes soapy, and sometimes tea has little buds in them that sometimes when they hit water they bloom and look like mold. To be fair, someone asked you about the manga. Wait, they did? Oh shit. Did someone ask about the manga? Oh my god, going back through the chat log is crazy. It's so funny to have a record of like the ping ponging of of everything we talked about tonight. Yeah, you answered them. Well, shit. All right, fair enough. Then I'll say it this way, Mr. Heyo. Sometimes a really a good way to kind of, I guess, stream is when you have a audience that's not afraid to ask questions. And if your audience doesn't ask you questions, you can ask them questions. And in a way that kind of feeds into the back and forth yapping that I think you may desire. Maybe. Manga is just a female mango. True. Mango, 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 mango. Mango, mango. I'm realizing, yep, there it is. I was waiting. You know what? I was waiting. You know, I knew it was going to happen. As soon as I said it, I was like, there's something with that. Oh, yeah, it's the whole reason why we have mango emotes. Because I kept bringing up manga, and we thought it was silly. We thought it was fun. We thought it was a good little joke between Mo, Crow, and chat. Beautiful. Beautiful. Don't remember who asked, but someone asked what manga you were reading. Well, yeah, that's the one I'm reading. But yeah, again, just the nice thing is, I'm back. Just found a legit video of when we had one from our Christmas parade last year. Oh, the Pikachu Volkswagen? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cool as hell. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, that's what it was. Hey, I want you to know that I think coming back to streaming is going to be a lot more natural to you than I think you fear. If only because you are very engaged. You're a very engaging chatter, and a very engaging chatter makes for a good, very engaging streamer. You have an ability to engage with me in a way that helps me, and I think in a way that also means that you too can yap. I thought you were gonna tell me it's harder than I think. No, I think, not to mention you already do have your own audience that you'll be returning back to. If anything, I'm sure that when the first Fable, the Fable returning Heyo Go Live notification will definitely turn some heads for those of your Noti gang. I know I, for one, am going to do my best to attend. Don't typically, I obviously have rules about self-promotion or whatever in Discord, but like low-key, if you want to plug, you're more than welcome to. You're a mod, so that's chill. There were 10 of them, and they were very rare to see because there were only 10 made. They collected them like Dragon Balls. If you collect all 10 Pikachu Volkswagens in one space, it grants you a wish. Okay, well then let me fill you in on a little secret. This is one of a very small amount of streams where I actually talk. I mostly just lurk. Me too. Again, one of my resolutions is to be a better chatter, and I still struggle with that. I'm a little lurking. I'm a little lurker. I love lurking. I just love looking. I walk up to the I waddle my little twink ass up to the window, and I just peer through, and I just say, and then then I just vibe. You look like my favorite actor, by the way. Who's your favorite actor? I'm pretty bad with names, so I may have to look them up, or you may have to give me a movie reference. Just as a heads up. I don't know. How many of these am I supposed to do? I've just been working. 1, 2, 3, 4. Macaulay Culkin? Holy shit. I think I know which era of Macaulay Culkin you're talking about. You know what? I see it. I see it. And that's the thing too. You're clocking me without my glasses. I usually have these little wireframe glasses, but I've been thinking about getting different ones. And this is exactly the type of glasses that I like, because I have a very like, it goes straight down and then it's here. So I like the rounded because it accentuates like the turn basically here, and then kind of straighten this out. Because if it's too bulbous, then it looks kind of weird. So yeah. It's hard. I think I'm finding it easier to chat with people who can yap, maybe because it takes a load off my side of the conversation. That's true. I guess with a certified yapper, you just have to be like, hello, how was your day? And then they'll go and they're like, oh wow, that's cool, I had a good day. And they're like, how was your day? And then you'll be like, well, I had ube ice cream. And then they're like, oh my god, ube ice cream, I love ice cream, ube, because it's the only sweet yam I enjoy. I fucking hate sweet potatoes. Fuck Thanksgiving, I hate Thanksgiving. Oh, blah 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 blah. But we play board games, and a board game I like is blah 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 blah. Damn. Shit. Not me calling out my own tea. God damn. I feel like I've had that conversation. Maybe even the stream. Oh god. Neat. I was gonna say, you need your glasses. I do need my glasses. I will. I'll definitely get glasses before I lose my job. Don't you worry. Oh, I had a delicious dinner. What was your dinner? I also, so there was a drive-through I went through with Quincy at one point, and he was in his 20s, and I pulled up in my car and he had to do a double take because he said I looked like the guy from Fast and Furious that died. And he was like, I wanted to make sure it wasn't really him. You look like a spitting image. Can anyone help me? Who's the gentleman? Who's the gentleman that we lost too soon from the Fast and Furious? Do we know? Class? Paul Walker, yes. I got told I look like Paul Walker. How do we feel about this one? I feel like this one's a bit of a stretch. I don't know. Maybe it's... I mean, I guess if I had a little bit more... next thing, you'll like a dissertation on Settlers of Catan and why I think it potentially... and then I'll talk about how I have student loans. And then I'll cry. A bit? Okay. Maybe, hold on. Where's one without a gray beard? Maybe like a young Paul Walker. He's got kind of bicycle face, doesn't he? I never noticed that. But that's the thing. I've never had my hair this short. Never. You never catch me with my hair that short. I have full hair, but it's like they're such thin. Like they're thin but healthy hairs. And it's like, I feel like if I went that close, Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I could go that close. I like the flop. I like the floof. I know that kind of cut was like of the era of like the faux hawks and all of that. You never caught me with a faux hawk. You did, however, catch me with a Bieber bang, and that was unfortunate. I did have a Bieber bang. I had the swoop. I had the swoop at the worst possible time because I was going through puberty while I had a swoop, which means that the little swoop that I had over my forehead was so greasy and I broke out in so much forehead acne because of it. Oh God, I don't miss those days. Honestly, a little floppy hair down here, little grease wick ever. Just don't hold a flame too close or else he's gonna go up ever. I know him as the kid from Tammy and the T-Rex. I don't know this property. Also, Susanette stole my glasses. That bitch. I'll have a stern talking with her sister about her behaviors. She knows. I go way back with her sister. We were friends in high school, and honestly, we've been concerned about Susanette's coming and goings these days. She's been in between jobs and is doing her best to kind of keep along, but you know, at the same time, her tomfoolery and japery knows no bounds and no limits. I don't fucking know. Rice fusion, Chinese and Japanese food. They gave me 2 pork egg rolls and shrimp fried rice, and the plate was filled to the top like a mountain. Beautiful, beautiful. There's, you know, they always give American shit for its portions, but the portions of Chinese food you get is insane. It's insane. I feel like I always eat my Chinese leftovers like at least 2 to 3 days after the fact. Like, it sustains me. Chinese food's amazing. Is this you fishing for validation by saying someone said you look like Paul Walker? No, I just genuinely was curious because I said I didn't see it and I didn't get it, but he insisted because he was like, and I don't know, maybe he was stoned. It was like 10 o'clock at night at a McDonald's, but it did leave an impression on me because it was a reaction that I did not anticipate, and therefore it etched itself in my brain. And it's not every day in my life that I have an audience to ask, is this truly from left field, or was this guy onto something? And from what I can tell, it was kind of from left field. So the dude was probably just maybe a little bit on the wacky tobacco. She loves a good jape. Oh, Susanette. Just wait till Janet hears. Please take 2 seconds to Google Tammy and the T-Rex. All right. 2 seconds. Tammy and the T-Rex Paul Walker. What is this? What is this? He's got the zoomer cut. He's got the zoomer cut on. Oh my god, why are all the pictures? What is this air? Oh lord. Oh my god. Oh my god. Crop top? Oh my god, time is a flat circle. Holy shit. Look at this tank top. Look at these little glasses. Oh no, okay, we can't be doing. Please tell me that like hoodie vests aren't gonna come back. Hoodie vests can't come back, right? Are we safe from the hoodie vest? I can't wear a hoodie vest. I can't do that. This fit though, I would love this fit. This is cute as hell. Okay, and then yes, we do have to acknowledge both the mullet and the zoomer cut in one frame. When did this movie come out? Oh my god, this is, I know this twink. That's crazy. She's serving so much tummy. Oh my. What is happening? What is this? Yo no entiendo. Can you guess the plot of the film? Does the boy turn into a T-Rex? You have to tell me if the boy turns into a T-Rex. Yes! That's crazy. That's crazy. Specific set of a cheesy 80s 90s horror film that that are maybe low-key comfort movies for me, and this is one of them. No, honestly, I have a friend who is very much of the same. We haven't talked in some time, but he is big into like the sub basement of films where there is just so much freedom and creativity and just an unabashed almost, I guess, vulnerability in what they're trying to do, because they're running on a micro budget or so, and are just doing the best they can. And therefore, there's the realization that what is more important is that you're putting forward that it's fun, not only to make, but also to watch. And I think those films are really special. Whenever you watch a film and you're like, this seems like people having fun, it kind of reminds you that it is a collective kind of art, and there's beauty in that. You're lingering on this shot of young Paul Walker in a crop top getting his nuts tapped, is nuts to say the least. You know what? I realize you're right. That is what's happening there. I thought he was getting tackled and he was like grabbing at the thigh, but I realize, yeah, that's what's happening. I was more gonna note the fact that this guy's back here in a white ribbed tank top, in pants with a belt, which is unfortunately a fit that I've worn on stream, and more point to that rather than, I suppose, the subject matter. So that's on me. That's on me. So sorry about that. Thank you for this delectable meal you have provided us this evening, Heyo. I have so many questions, but I feel like it's better I have them unanswered. So are you saying to find your next fit, you're going to start looking at 90s high school movies? I mean, arguably, is that not in some way, shape, or form where we're at as a culture and society? You know, the clothes go out, the clothes go in, the clothes go out, the clothes go in. And right now the clothes are out, not in. And arguably, you know, clothes were looser, less fitted, not, you know, whatever was going on in the, you know, aughts and I guess 2010s or so. The millennials with their brimmed hats and suspenders and nerd glasses. Also, technically, he doesn't turn into a T-Rex. He gets into an accident and ends up in a coma, and the scientist guy puts his brains into a animatronic T-Rex. Oh, well, that's better, I guess. I have officially beat all Dark Souls 2 DLC. Good God, Quincy. What took you so long? Good job. I'm very proud of you. I'm a millennial and I've never worn suspenders. Woohoo! Congratulations, Helicopter. Congratulations. You avoided whatever was going on in that era, in that Mumford & Son era. Fit Fit check.
Fit check.
Juan.
Fit check.
Check.
Come on now and get up, Tweak. It's time to check the fit.
I forgot I did that. Hold on. Let's run it back. I'll redeem it. Hold on.
Fit check. Fit check.
Look
fit
what I
check.
did.
Your ass
Fit check. Fit
I did
check.
that.
Come on now and get up, Tweak. It's time to
I
check
did
the
that.
fit.
Wow. That's so cool. I like how her head looks big. Hi Juan. Mumford. Why? That's Susanette McHuckle's brother's name. Egats. Okay, all right. This is okay. We made dinner. I did dishes. I did not get dressed. I got ready for stream. And by get dressed, I mean undress and dress in another way. So you're getting coworker ever. You're getting happy hour drinks with coworker ever vibe. That's what we're serving right now. Just so we're well aware, okay? Let me help you. Thank you. Okay, all right. This is the fit. Hello. Hi. How are ya? Hi. Hello. Can I have a coffee? It depends. Did you take the last K-cup, Juan? I saw you drinking out of my mug. You know, Quincy bought me that mug. Melissa, did you receive the faxes from the boss this morning? Hey, oh please. The Wordle today was crazy. I got the Wordle in 5 today. Me and the boys are planning to go on down to the Chili's to get jalapeno poppers. You want to come with? I don't know. What do people do? I've never worked with a guy in the office. I've only worked with girls in the office. And even back in the flower shop, I only ever worked with girls. I've only ever worked with women, now that I think about it. You know what? That's interesting. I don't think I've ever had a dude as a coworker. Huh. What does that mean? I need someone to narrate Wordle like it's a wrestling match. Are you ready to Wordle? 5 chances, 5 opportunities. I'm supposed to be making fucking bamboo. I'm supposed to be making bamboo right now. My boss is a dude and he says things like my wife and kids and I'm like, whoa. I don't speak this language. Zoinks. Whoa. You may need to slow down. The person that you're speaking to has not sired children. Is it true that I'm in the presence of childless men? Crazy. Do I speak in the presence of childless men? Have yet to sire children? Oh, Lord. This is not... Did I fuck up? Hello? Okay. One bamboo thumb. Excuse me. All right, two bamboo. Hey, Mark, want to go to the bar after this meeting? Martha's cooking her lasagna for dinner tonight, and I do not want to be home. Fuck me. Oh, Lord. We got 1 week to close this capital project before the boss kicks my ass. No, till the boss is gonna be down my throat. You know one thing I don't want to close this week? My bar tab. Fuck me. Laugh track. Thank you. Thank you. We unfortunately do not have a laugh track here at the Ever Broadcasting Sponge. Wait, no, unless you're. Hold on, I have that. I have a sad SpongeBob noise. You just have to wait. You just have to wait. You just have to wait. Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. I love that there's the blinking noise in it too. That's great. That's great. Yes. Yes, that one. This is the best type of humor. Truly. Yeah, I don't know, man. I genuinely do wonder what it would be like to work with men. Is that crazy to say? Is that crazy to say? Yes. 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 Watch Agretsuko, I beg you. That's the Office metal Netflix original anime? Did I say all of that right? Am I getting this right? Yes. Smile. All right, you know what? Bet. We ride. There we go. And this one goes here. Wait, what the fuck? Oh shit, wait, hold on. Huh? So this is supposed to be facing... What? How did I do this? How did I do this wrong? Question mark? It looks backwards. Okay, we're gonna slight detour, changing things up a little bit. So it's supposed to be like that. There we go. And then this one is supposed to be like what is happening? I'm so confused. Okay, now we're good. We're good. Recovered. I got this. Okay, what we say? I always imagine when I see men hanging out at work that they're discussing things like chainsaws, golf balls, and camouflage pants. You know, it's entirely possible. Chainsaws? The rest I can believe. I mean, that's a manly thing. You cut down wood and shit? Hello, my fellow men. Have we been chopping down trees recently? Perhaps dabbing the sweat of our brows with our grease rags from changing our manly Ford F-150 trucks oil? Maybe? Thank God I have my lifted Ford F-150 to take my daughter to her soccer game because I'm a well-grounded father figure who enjoys a Corona from time to time. This has been impersonating a straight man with Ever and Scene. Yes, this sounds rational to me. Yes, straight men cut down trees, obviously. My male coworkers talk about video games and cars. Okay, so there we go. I work from home, to be fair, so I haven't really seen men in the office in years. But they're also like 20. That's fair. I mean, video games and cars, that tracks. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know, man. I feel like to be fair, I could probably handle a male coworker my age. You know, I feel like I'm pretty tapped in, all things considered. Cause that's the biggest struggle is just, you know, finding common ground, finding a similar stream we're both tapped into. I'm so glad I'm not in the dating scene anymore because I don't know what men talk about, period, gay or straight, or any other color of the rainbow. Yeah, you know what? Now that I know that you have a husband, Mr. Helicopter, I do know entirely what you mean. Quincy and I have developed a form of speaking to one another that, if heard by another living creature, it would sound so fucking bizarre. And it is only upon the harsh light of the glint of another's eye that I ever truly clock how absolutely bizarre you speak to someone after you've lived with them with 8 years. There's so much strange shorthand. It's not even inside jokes. It's just like convenient ways of articulating ideas. Because, like, I'm trying to remember exactly what happened, but Quincy and I were in this parking garage at one point, and he turned to me and he said, "I think I have a stomach ache." And I said, "Ooh, uh-oh, yucky." And he said, "Yeah, I know." And yeah, no. And I was just like, "Oh, sorry, buddy." And then, you know, there was someone walking the other way, and I know that they fully clocked Quincy and I just like making these kind of like, I hesitate to say they're baby noises so much as it was kind of grunting noises mixed together with a kind of a weird cadence to it, and like a little bit of an accent for some reason. After the door closed behind us of the person passing us, there was just a snap where my brain was just like, what the fuck did I just do? Why did we do that? Like, that was so natural, but it's so fucking weird. Only because for a brief moment, our internal world was externalized, and it made me think, how many other things that Quincy and I do with each other that would look so fucking weird and bizarre to other people, if only because they haven't kind of evolved this manner of understanding one another after, again, 8 years of cohabitation. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where, like, yeah, it is terrifying, the prospect of having someone understand those things. If, yeah, God forbid you go back to the dating pool, because it's kind of like, it's like, I have to basically learn to talk again. You know, there's not as much shorthand to rely on to articulate ideas. Shorthand that you don't learn, but you evolve. It's weird. It's very strange. I speak in patterns of glubs and squeaks. Yeah, glubs and squeaks. Glubs and squeaks. 100%. Quincy and I have lots of glubs and squeaks. 100%. Also, Funko Kirby in chat? Funko Kirby in chat? Ever in uniform twink-splaining with his hand is so corporate coded. I love it. Keep yapping. Fuck off. I'm coworker ever. Leave me alone. Twink-splaining. Twink-splaining. Fuck me. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh God. Oh.
Keep explaining, Twink.
Stop! Leave me alone. Oh, okay. I've explained myself enough. I can be corporate coded too. Janice, the expense report is due on Tom's desk no later than 3 p.m. on the dot. This will not get old for me. Oh, God. Oh. Whew. Now, if you want some real corporate humor, you say, now, Janice, I need this report by end of day, not end of December. Yeah. Which arguably, working in the corporate world, from what I've experienced so far, it's frighteningly true. The amount of waiting I have to do on a daily basis on other people at other locations is crazy, and I have no relationship to them. I don't know who they are. I sometimes don't even know their names, and because of that, it's easy for me to just sit there and get angry and impatient because I don't have a face, I don't have a name, I don't have anything. I just have a general department to be angry at, and then just frustrated with the process. Which I feel like is all intentional, obviously. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just one of them thingsies. Ever, did you figure out what tattoo you wanted to get to cover up the other one? Yeah, no, I did. Right. Me and one of my coworkers, that's our running joke, and we had to explain it to our millennial coworker. And then when she watched the video, she didn't really get it at first, or why we were doing it. And then she tried to do it, and that was when we realized we kind of made a mistake. because it was kind of our thing. And that we shouldn't have shared it with others. It was something special. That's when you hit reply all and start bitching about the department that won't respond to you. Nuclear option. I respect that. Okay. Yes. So I've had a long idea, funny pun, of what I wanted to get it covered with. But I unfortunately, for the longest time, have been apprehensive about doing so, which is unfortunate. There's no real reason to be apprehensive because it is a good idea and it does have multiple meanings. Counter talk, baby talk in public, randos be damned. Okay. You know what, you right. Counterpoint, baby talk in public, randos be damned. Truly. I like this idea. We love being free. We love being free in this society. Wow, we're really just diving into all of it, aren't we? So to save you the details, there was a short film class that I took in college, and one of it was a lot of French short films that we were watching for a period of time, and then we eventually kind of we moved on to kind of the American iteration of the nouveau French cinema, which brings us to Maya Deren, which she created a short film called Meshes of the Afternoon. Not a watch I am recommending in any way, shape, or form. Again, this is college film drivel, more or less. I found it very evocative. I found myself very emotionally impacted by it, solely by the direction and the film direction and all of that. Her performance is pretty esoteric, but in terms of shot composition and editing structures and things like that, as I was going to school to be a film editor, I thought was super duper fucking cool, because of course, editing film together, you create a story. I'm going to tell people this is Anna Taylor-Joy, and no one can stop you. But during the opening scene, there is this inexplicable hand that just descends from the sky at a very strange, disproportionately long arm. So it reaches down, and you can tell it's not an actual arm. It's like, I don't know, it's like a tube plastered to a mannequin hand holding on to this flower. And it deposits down. Maya Deren and her husband, who's working with her in the film, comes along and picks up the flower and smells the flower, takes the flower with her. The flower is significant but esoteric, like symbology moved throughout between flowers, knives, keys, mirrors, things like that. Either way, the flower is the thing that kicks it off. So I bet you love Bohemian Rhapsody 2018 film. I did not. I heard about it. It made me want to throw myself off of a bridge in Overwatch, because that's what I play. It's the Ham of Justice. What a shot! But it's kind of a double entendre, because so this is the tattoo that I want to get covered right here. Good God, Fred. Good God. Run. Good God, man. Good God. Are we good? Okay, we're good. So this is the tattoo that I want to get covered up. Ta-da-da-da-da. This guy right here, which conveniently enough, it's a tube. It could be a tube. Fred's voice wants to be heard. I know. So like, arguably, the way that, because it's already kind of the shape of an arm. So basically, it's like extending it, adding shading to it, and then putting a hand further down here that would be depositing, I don't know what flower this is, actually. I should know, but the flower would be on my thumb. So like, it would be a hand holding a flower. My hand, it's my right hand, you know, cutting and designing with flowers. I was a florist. If I eventually want to stop talking about going to film school and just want to talk about being a florist for almost 8 years, I can do that. But you know, that's the thought. But it's a matter of me actually going and scheduling an appointment for a consultation with a tattoo artist, and then making sure I like their work and that they can actually make it look good on what, honestly, hold on, I can switch to this. What is honestly so fucking stupid, because this fucking tattoo is not even. The top line is thicker than the bottom line. I asked them for 2 fucking parallel lines that look identical, and this is the fucking line work I got, man. I got fucking botched. It was like, I don't even know. It was like $15, including tip, which I get it. You get what you paid for, but I mean, fuck, man. Like, damn. The cool thing is, though, I don't know if it will show on camera, but I actually have a vein that runs right down the middle of it. It doesn't, it's kind of hard to show, but I got one of the little blue veins that's actually about the thickness of the line. So that's kind of cool. Other idea. Ooh, an arm for your arm, a hand on your hand. Yeah, you get it. You're into it. You understand. Alternative idea, you could turn the tattoo into a line, into a fettuccine noodle. Ooh, yummy. I love Italian food. Come here. Oh my god, drama. This kid is drama, I tell you. Oh boy, $15 including the tip? Yeah, the tip of the noodle. Oh. Me, dude. I said there was going to be Cuzzy vibe tonight, and I'm not giving Cuzzy vibe whenever I make sounds like that, jokes like those. My first tattoo is botched, and it's the entirety of my leg, so I feel you. I've been waiting to get it redone. Yeah, it's just something in my brain. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of people in my life who remind me that I want to get a cover up, but I honestly go day to day forgetting it even exists, so it's never top of mind. Ever's getting a tattoo of Anna Taylor-Joy picking up a flower off the ground. No, depositing a flower, leaving a flower from... We're constructing a narrative this stream, because I've already talked about the importance of giving flowers to other. The movie Meshes of the Afternoon begins with this omniscient character who deposits a flower that brings Maya Deren on this dream-dazzling journey through her own subconscious and fear of self. And you know, that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to create a structure. A structure to a stream with no structure. The point is that this sentence is all wrong. And that's the humor. Thank you, Heyo. So Bamboo's coming along real nicely. Oh my god. It's got a beginning and an end. That's structure, right? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Netflix executives hearing their show doesn't have structure. Oh, goodness. You know, I really do feel for the Stranger Thing fans. I do. I do. They were hopped up on all kinds of copium. It was crazy. I was like, you know what? I don't think it's gonna happen, but for you, I really hope Conformity Gate does happen. I really hope they do gag everybody. I was in my own little corner just being like, you know what? I think the more believable thing is being that corporations are gonna let you down, especially corporations in charge of creative projects. And you know what? Here we are. What is it? Massive copium. Give it 5 years. You're right. Oh my god, they bring back Stranger Things in 5 years. Huge. Huge. Conformity Gate returns. That is the cutest little fluff. He is the cutest little fluff. He's also our loudest fluff. He cannot be contained nor silenced. Stranger Things? I hardly know her. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. Beautiful work. Fuck, that's good, Seahorse. This is the encourageable behavior that I was hoping for on Twitch. Yes, yes. Good shit, good shit. What is happening? Hold on. Try to. Okay, there we go. Here's a little piece. Hi, Nova. Hi, Nova. I hope you find your dad. I hope you find your dad. Hello. Wanna hop up? Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, Dad's doing nerd shit. I'm sorry, girly. I'm sorry. Damn. She came over here. She said, no food, no thanks. And you know what? That's real. Nooba. I've actually taken to calling her Noodle because she wiggles so much. Y'all, I'm getting parched. Ain't nobody redeemed me to drink some water. Guess I gotta do everything around here. Although I should be scared of some of y'all. Some of y'all got too many of these channel points. I still haven't figured out a good way to get y'all to spend all those channel points.
Drink up, bitch!
Chad, we talked about this. You can't talk to me like that. Ew, you kind of sound like Beetlejuice, not gonna lie. Yo, that's my man. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Oh, I did that upside down. My first thought when you said I should be scared of some of y'all was, oh, he really does think I'm bizarre. Not me being self-conscious. Oh no. No. The thing I'm more scared of is the fact that unfortunately, whatever I try and put out as a channel point redeem, there's almost a limitless amount of channel points, it feels like, to be spent. I don't have as many big ticket items as I suppose I need, but even if I do put them on there, I have to do them with caution, because they could be redeemed upwards of 10 times in one stream, which, while comedic in the beginning, make it kind of hard to do anything else by the end. It's a delicate act, you know? What I'm saying is I'm a coward. Sitting on 128,000 right now. See, that's a threat. What that man did right there is a threat. That's what you get for a 40 stream streak. Oh, Fred, you're shaking. Are you cold? It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. You need your belly scratched? Oh. I got you. Belly scratch. Belly screech. Belly screech. I know you really like your side itch these days. Oh. Okay. Remember when I lost 80,000 to Miles in a prediction? I do. And then Miles became 80,000 richer. And now I can't. Can I check people, like, a global, like, who has the most channel points on stream? I don't know where that would be at, but like, that would be a crazy leaderboard to look at for sure. For sure. You cannot. That's lame. That's okay though. Hi, Bailey. You do see baby. He's just a little guy. He actually just got comfy. He was shaking because he was cold, so I had to give him some scritches to warm him up. I forgot the name, but is this the one, Fred or Frank? Oh my god, Frank for a dog would be so fucking cute. This is Fred. Frank would have been amazing. Gizmo. I think Kyrie and Nova are currently on the couch. Kyrie is currently running all over the couch, rubbing herself all over the couch. He's perfect regardless. We had a Gizmo. Well, he was a cat. Gizmo kind of reads as a cat name. I don't really know why though. Okay. I think it's starting to look like bamboo, y'all. I think we're doing the damn thing. It's a little bit less stable than I thought it was gonna be honest, but that's okay. Shouldn't be rocking too much. Don't tell me that you don't know Gizmo, OMG. I don't know Gizmo, OMG. Oh no. Is this another cultural touch point that ever missed? We didn't have that in the rock that I lived under, Juan. You have to understand. I watch stone television. It's different than normal television. Ooh, does this go on top to the side of? How do work? The gremlin? The cute one. You know, I realize I call a lot of things gremlins, but I've never seen gremlins. Oh god, I have to make how many of these? Oh, I just said 9 of these. All right, that's doable. But it's good to see you, Theyleaf. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Hopefully you've had a good week thus far. I know we're halfway through it, assuming you get the weekend off, of course. I hope it's been treating you well thusly. And if it hasn't, I hope it turns around. Driving to work, thanks for the stream and chats today. Always appreciate. Of course, heyo. Thanks for chilling me while you cooled down after your DDR sesh and ate some yummy food and craved more, but you never told me if you ate more food. So I hope you did. I hope it was yummy, and I hope that you have a good night tonight at work. Godspeed and good luck, soldier. I'm actually incredibly spoiled and I get a 4-day weekend? Ooh, okay. Gonna try and fiddle my lights later, so expect messages. I'm ready for him, King. That's fun. Is it because of Martin Luther King? Perhaps. I actually am starting my own 4-day weekend as well. That's because I had rollover vacation time. And this weekend is my birthday. So this birthday boy is going to be taking off. Oh wait, I'm doing 5 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh my god, I'm off for 5 days. Ooh. My brain kept thinking 4, but it's actually 5. Huge. I'm taking Friday off just because, hell yeah. You don't need a reason. Take time for you. Happy early birthday then. Thank you. I'm glad I signed the card. Thank you so much for signing the card. I really appreciate it, Theyleaf. That's big. Thank you. But yes, this Friday I'm planning on doing the birthday stream. Plan is to go to midnight, so 12:01. It'll officially be January 17th, and I will be turning 28 years old. And I figure I'll read the card on stream and probably do Jackbox games, I think is the goal. I think there was an earlier iteration where I did Tabletop Simulator, but I can't justify subjecting people to buying and using Tabletop Simulator. I can only do that to my friends, not my chatters. I value them too much. my friends will tolerate that awful UI. I'm starting to get into a flow state with these leaves. They're happening. I realize I'll put them here so you can see how many I've made. So far we are 4 in. So I still need to make another 5. I realized that wasn't even on camera. Hold up. There we go. Now you can see him. These little guys. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. Realize I could actually do like this a little bit faster if I just kind of like partially assembled each one and then just moved on to the next step all as one. There's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Perfect. You know what I realize I could actually do on Wednesdays as well if I could put together puzzles. Would you guys watch a tired coworker ever put together a puzzle on stream? I feel like it's similar vibes to putting together Legos. I do have some puzzles I like putting together. But that's the thing too, I could not finish a puzzle in one stream. I don't think I have the wherewithal to do that. Do not have the focus nor the discipline. Because at least Legos, I'm doing a bunch of smaller, different things that eventually all comes together into like one cohesive thing. Which I realize could also be a way one would describe putting together a puzzle, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Nobody puts together a puzzle and doesn't take it apart. Never mind. I guess they kind of do. Okay. It's bamboo time. Okay, there's one side done. Gotta say, from my experience as a florist, bamboo plants are usually pretty easy to take care of. You just have a rock base for them, and then you just make sure there's always water in it. They're like one of the most low maintenance things I think I had to take care of. That being said, whenever bamboo like went bad and rotted, that shit fucking smelled terrible. Don't recommend that at all. Okay, all right. So we got the actual like bamboo portion of our bamboo completed. Ta-da! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we just cover it with little rock. I guess we're making by hand here. That look like this. Ta-da! Wow, just toss that shit in there. I love it whenever there's Legos sets with the instructions of just toss the shit in. First time I encountered that was on the bonsai one, which I think the bonsai one was the perfect botanical for me to start on, because learning that the small buds of the pink bonsai tree, the cherry blossom tree, were like little pink frogs. I was just like, this is the most adorable thing I've ever fucking seen. Carp and I used to do puzzles together via this neat website. I can ask him for the site again, and you can do puzzles with viewers, lol. I'm at a red light. Thank you for clarifying. Also, that sounds fucking cool as shit. Community puzzle night on Wednesdays? Shut the heck up. That sounds great. I would love doing puzzles with chatters. That's an incredible idea, Heyo. Also, that's cool that you did it online with Car. That's very neat. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi. Okay. Finished product. Bada bing, bada boom. Wow. He's pretty good. I like it. I like it. He's not exactly the straightest, but neither am I. Who am I, the judge? Ta-da! Ta-da! I really do like the bass. I feel like the bass kind of steals the show. The plant itself, I mean, again, bamboo is just like cylinders with necks. Or I guess, yeah. So, I mean, you know, it was never going to be that crazy special, but I think it looks really cute. And I think maybe another issue is the fact that I'm looking at it like this. And, you know, you really can't appreciate Legos when it's touching your nose. It's something you appreciate by holding away from you and smiling at. Beautiful. I realize it's kind of out of the camera's view there, but the chrysanthemum is right here that we did last stream. So I don't really know where I'm gonna find a home for this boy, but it will appear somewhere behind me. Where exactly, I do not know. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, so that's really crazy because I realize it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock, and shockingly, no matter how distracted I seem to get on these Wednesday nights, I somehow always end up finishing these little miniature Lego sets at 10 o'clock, which is kind of the goal. So I appreciate everyone hanging out with me this evening. It's been very sweet. It's been very fun. I really enjoyed the conversation. We really went all over the fucking place tonight. Hopefully I really did bring the cuzzy vibes, because that was the goal. Can I get some cuzzies in chat if we felt cuzzy? That being said, obviously, as I already mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, we will be doing Community Day on Friday. I will be off of work, so I may try and start stream sooner, but I'm not making any promises. You don't have it in writing, only record of this, and I'm still adding these caveats. But maybe I'll start stream sooner on Friday so we can go for a little bit longer. Who knows? But, Community Day, birthday day for me, we'll go till midnight, to ring in my birthday. I'll just kind of peek at the card and read any updates as we go through it. Probably start the stream, well, maybe middle of the stream or so. I'll start going through and reading some of the entries on it. And then what else? Obviously, I'll be off on Saturday, which will be my birthday, followed by first time ever on Sunday. So make sure to be there as well. But yeah, I'm going to... We'll see if we have anybody to raid out to this evening. If anybody has any recommendations, I always love them. But that being said, it does look like we have some cuties that are live tonight that we can raid out to. Let's see. Okay. I was gonna say, okay, what would be the vibe? I'm doing Legos. Slade is live. I see. I feel like I'm having to. I don't like this game because we have Titty, we have Lyndon, we have Slade. I don't know which of these divas to choose. Oh, right. That's fair. Okay, let's go off the vibe. Outlast Trials. Oh my god, are Titty and Slade playing Outlast Trials together? That's fun. I wonder if they're playing. Okay, I'm kind of curious. Actually, I do kind of want to see Outlast Trials. They are. That's cute. Okay. In that case, then yes, we'll totally raid over to them. So we'll go over to Slade. And we'll see what's going on. All right, everybody. We're gonna raid over to Slade. Let's get the little raid message ready. Ever booty, if you got it, throw it around. Ever raid. There we go. Copy paste. You know the deal. Raid is starting now. Get on up, get on out, and get out of here, you crazy cookie cakes. I will see you on Friday for Community Day, Birthday Day. Make sure to sign the card. If you don't have the link, it is available on Discord. Goodbye.